music for a child's heart, body, and mind.
Good morning, Sardonyx. You're welcome to another mathematics class. I would like to take a new topic today. I really want to believe you understand the last topic that we took, temperature. Now we look at the two conversions, that is from degree Fahrenheit to Celsius and Celsius to Fahrenheit. In case you didn't get the topic very well, you can always find it on the platform. So today is a new week. We're going to be taking a new topic, and we're looking at area of plane shapes. All right. Area talks about the measure of the extent of a surface. It's a measure of the extent of a surface, actually. Then in your notes, you'll find a table that contains all the formula for area and perimeter of plane shapes. So you're expected to study and memorize this formula so that you can. This formula are what we're going to be applying to questions today. Like I said, I'm repeating it again. You're expected to study the formulas and memorize them. Alright, like I said, we'll be looking at area of plane shapes. We won't consider circle now because it's a very unique shape, so we'll look at it much after. And this topic is going to last for a while. Okay, so I want you to pay attention as we take it bit by bit. So we'll take examples, different plane shapes. All you need to do is memorize the formula for the area. We'll still look at perimeter, that's why I said the topic will last for a while. Okay, some examples. Number 1, find the area of a square whose side is 18 centimeters. You have to find the area of a square whose side is 18 centimeters. Of course, you know what a square is. We have treated plane shapes and their properties. Okay, the square is a four-sided shape with 4 sides equal and 4 angles equal. So the word side here means the length. Another name for length of a square. So we have to find the area of a square whose length is 18 centimeters. Now, from the table I gave to you, what's the formula for area of a square? So solution. What you simply do is you write out the given dimension. Length is 18 centimeters. And we have to find the area of a square, which is what? According to the table, area of a square is what? Length times length. And we have our length given. So therefore, what do you have as area? Area becomes what? 18 times 18. The final answer is what? 324 centimeters squared. That gives you the area of this particular square. Now, like you know, we've talked about area and this unit before in second term. And the unit of area is always squared. Meter square, centimeter square, kilometer square, as the case may be. So since we have our length in centimeters, our area will be what? Centimeters squared. Alright, let's take a look at example 2. If the length and the breadth of a rectangle are 18 centimeters and 16 centimeters respectively, find its area. Okay, the shape considered here is a rectangle. So according to our table, the area of a rectangle is length times breadth. Okay, so let's identify the dimensions given. If the length and breadth, length is coming before breadth, so respectively means accordingly. So the first dimension here, which is 18 centimeters, goes for length, while 16 centimeters goes for breadth. So what do? Solution. Length is what? 18 centimeters. Breadth is what? 16 centimeters. And we have to find the area of a rectangle. The shape is a rectangle. So what's the formula for area of a rectangle from our table? Area of a rectangle gives you length times what? Breadth. So let's substitute. Area becomes what? 18 times 16. That's 18 centimeters times 16 centimeters. And that gives you what? 288 centimeters squared. So the area of the rectangle being talked about here is 288 centimeters squared. Alright, we have example 3, the third one on the board. Find the area of a rectangle, of this rectangle whose baseline is 16 centimeters and height is 12 centimeters. Of course, this is a rectangle. I would like to draw this out. So let's assume we have a rectangle like this, and we have been told that what? The baseline is 16 centimeters. This is what is referred to as the baseline. This is the base. 16 centimeters, that's the base. And the height is 12 centimeters. The height of this rectangle would be like this at the middle. You have 12 centimeters. Okay? We are to find the area of this triangle. It's a triangle. It has 3 sides and 3 angles. Of course, you know that under the properties of plane shapes. So, from our table, we know that the formula for finding the area of a triangle is what? Half times base times height. And from the question, we've been given our what? Our base as what? 16 centimeters. And our height has been given as what? 12 centimeters. So what do you say? Area, according to our table, is what? Half. That's 1 over 2 times base times height. Of course, the base will be over 1 and over 1. So let's substitute now. What will be area? Area becomes what? 1 over 2 times base, which is what? 16, times height, which is what? 12 over 1 over 1. This is a fraction, so let's look for a way to cancel out. 2 here, 1, and 2 here is what? 8. So what is 8 times 12? 8 times 12 should give you 96 centimeters squared. So this gives you the area of this particular triangle. Alright, example 4 is taking a new dimension now. You can see the area of a square shape is 196 centimeters squared. Find its length. Now if you look at this question very well, the shape considered here is a square, but in this case area is given and you have to find the length. This is like opposite of what we did earlier, the first example we did. So what you do is what? Solution. What's given in the question? Dimension given is area. Area is given as 196 centimeters squared, but length is not given. That's what we have to find. So since area is given, that means we are dealing with area of a square. And the formula for area of a square is what? Length times length, or length squared from our algebra. Knowledge of algebra, we've learned algebra in class. So area equals to length times length, or length squared. So we can as well say area is what? Length squared. So let's substitute. Our area is given as 196. So wherever you see area, what do you put there? 196 equals to L squared. Now you can reverse this. It can also be what? L squared equals to 196. Now we have to find the length, ordinary L, not L squared, but there is a square here. And with the knowledge of algebra that we have learned, the square needs to cross and make L stand alone. And once this square crosses the bridge, it becomes the opposite, which is what? Square root. So what happens? L becomes the square root of 196. And what is the square root of 196? Of course, you know square root. A number you multiply by itself to get 196. That gives you 14. So therefore, the length of this square is what? 14 centimeters. Take note of the unit. I'm looking for length. It's just ordinary centimeters. And why is it centimeters? Because my area is a centimeter squared. Assuming my area is a meter squared, my length will be just ordinary meter. Please take note of the unit. Right, example 5. The area of a rectangle is 48 meters squared. If the breadth is 6 meters, find the length of the rectangle. The shape considered here is a rectangle. And so let's list out the things given about this rectangle. Solution. Now if you read from the beginning, the area of rectangle is this. So area is given as 48 meters squared. Now if the breadth is 6 meters, so breadth is as well given as 6 meters. We have to find the length. Length we don't know. Okay? Now for area to be given, it means we are dealing with the area of a rectangle. Please take note of that. And what's the formula for area of a rectangle from our chart? Area is what? Length times what? Breadth. So let's substitute. Whenever you see area, what do you put there? 48 equals to what? L times breadth, which is our 6. So 48 becomes what? What is L times 6 on our algebra? That is 6L. Okay? 6L. 48 equals to 6L, or you can still write it the other way around. 6L equals to 48. Don't forget, in our algebra, once you have a situation like this, what do? You divide both sides by 6 because you want L to stand alone. And the only way to cancel out the 6 is to divide both sides by 6. So what do we call it? We say DBS, divide both sides by 6. So we now have what? 6L equals to 48 over 6 over 6. Okay, 6 we cancel this 6. So 6 here is 1 and 6 in 48 is what? 8. So therefore, our length is what? 8 meters, not centimeters. Why? Because my area is in meters square and my breadth is in meters, so my length must be in meters as well. Example 6. The area of a triangle is 45 meters squared. If the baseline is 9 meters, find the height of the triangle. We're talking about a triangle here. So let's list out the things given in this question. Area of a triangle is what? So area is 45 meters squared. What else? Base is given, baseline, that's B. Of a triangle. Of course, I drew one earlier, so we should take note. Base is 9 meters. And we are to find the height. So height is not known. So for area to be given, that means we are dealing with area of what? A triangle. What's that formula again? Can somebody remind me? From our chart, area of a triangle is what? For a triangle, area is half times base times height. So I would like us to substitute now. Wherever you see area, what do you put in? 45 equals to 1 over 2 times base, which is 9 over 1, times height, we don't know, that's h over 1. So in this fraction part of it, there's nothing to cancel out, so we have to multiply out the numerator. So what do we say? 45 equals to 1 times 9 gives you 9. 9 times h gives you 9h. Over 2 times 1 gives you 2. 2 times 1 gives you 2. And in our algebra, once you have a situation like this whereby your known is in a fraction form, what do? We cross multiply. Don't forget. In case you have forgotten, remember now that we cross multiply. We call it CM. Okay? So this over 1. We cross multiply. It becomes what? 1 times 9h, which is what? 9h equals to 45 times 2. What's 45 times 2? That's 90. So at this point now, we want to find our h, which means we want h to stand alone. And remember what we did the other time and what we always do when we have a situation like this. You divide both sides by 9 because you want the 9 to go away so that the h can stand alone. So you do what they call DBS, that's divide both sides by 9. So what do you have? Over 9 over 9. 9 we cancel 9. 9 here 1, 9 and 90 is what? 10. So what do you say? Therefore, h is what you have left here. H equals to what? 10 what? Meters. Why is it meters? Because my area is a meter square and my base is also what? A meter. So the height for this particular triangle is 10 meters. Okay, example 7. Don't forget we are looking at different shapes. So we're taking some examples that has to do with all the shapes. Find the area of a parallelogram whose base and height are 11 cm and 7 cm respectively. The shape we're looking at here is a parallelogram. So I would like to draw this and put the dimensions on it. So the parallelogram is like this. It's just like a rectangle but with slant sides. Opposite sides are equal, opposite sides are what? Equal. The parallelogram. So the base is where? Here. This is the base. Okay? So, and we have been told that the base is what? 11 centimeters. So here is 11 centimeters. And the height is what? A straight one. That's the perpendicular height. The height could be this or this. Alright? And we have been told that the height is what? 7 centimeters. So we have been able to identify the base and the height. And what we are to find is the area. So let's list out. Base equals to what? 11 centimeter. Height is what? 7 centimeter. So what's the formula for area of a parallelogram from our chart? Area of a parallelogram is simply base times height. The base times the height. So what do you simply do? area gives you what? What's our base? 11. What's our height? 7. So our answer gives you what? 77 centimeters squared. Why is it squared? Because it is area. Why is it centimeters? Because my base and height are in centimeter. So the area of the parallelogram we're talking about here is 77 centimeters squared. Okay, we're looking at example 8, and this will be the last example for today. Find the area of a trapezium whose two parallel sides are 6 centimeters and 10 centimeters respectively, and the height is 5 centimeters. Of course, you understand the shape of a trapezium. In case you don't know it, it's still in your table, in your note. So I would like to draw this trapezium, then identify the dimension, and we'll find the area of the trapezium. Okay? Trapezium will be something like this. And you know it has two parallel sides. You know a parallel line now. We've talked about lines, angles, and triangles. So these are the two parallel sides. So the shorter one and the longer one. So we have been told that the two parallel sides are 6 and 10 centimeters. So the shorter side takes 6 centimeters, while the longer side is what? 10 centimeters. So this is the shorter parallel side, and this is the longer one. So this will be what? 6 centimeters, and this is what? 10 centimeters. We normally call the shorter part A, and we call the longer what? Side B. Okay? And the next thing given is that the height is 5 centimeters. The height is synonymous to that of a parallelogram. It is the perpendicular height that's straight down from here or here. Either of that gives you the height, okay? And we told that the height is 5 centimeters, that's h. Alright? So let's write out the dimensions given. A is 6, that's the first parallel side. B is 10 centimeters, that's the second. And the height is what? 5 centimeters. Alright, we have to find area. Now from our formula chart, what's the formula for area of a trapezium? Area of the trapezium is what? Half times, you open your bracket, A plus B, that is the two parallel sides, you add them together, then times height. Please don't mix this up. I told you to memorize the formula. Area of the trapezium is half times A plus B, close the bracket, times height. Addition inside the bracket, multiplication outside the bracket. Okay? So let's substitute. Area becomes what? Half times, open your bracket, that will be what? A is what? 6 plus B, which is what? 10 times height, which is what? 5. And don't forget, in order of operation, we're supposed to solve the bracket first, isn't it? So what do we have? Area gives you 1 over 2 times, what is 6 plus 10? That's 16 over 1 times 5 over 1. So let's look for a way to cut out. 2 here, 1. 2 here is what? 8. Nothing to divide again. So what do we have? 1 times 8 is 8. 8 times 5 is 40. So A equals to what? 40. That's our area. And that will be 40 centimeters squared. So the area of this trapezium is what? 40 centimeters squared. Why is it squared? Because it is area. Why is it centimeters? Because other dimensions are given in what? Centimeters. Okay, that will be the end of this morning's class. Like I've told you, we have different plane shapes we are considering. So it's a lot. There is a table in your notes that contains the formula for finding the area of these shapes. We'll still solve more of this, and next time we hope to look at perimeter. Like I told you, circle is also a plane shape, but we're not considering that now because it's a unique shape. We have to look at it differently. So take your time to watch this video over and over. Several shapes have been considered. Take your time to memorize the formula for finding their area. Check the portal for your classwork and your homework, and I will see you some other time. Bye for now.